In a small town surrounded by hills, there lived a boy named Ethan, an ordinary boy with extraordinary dreams. He loved watching clouds, listening to birds, and playing with his friends. But there was one thing he couldn't do: study. No matter how hard he tried, the lessons just wouldn't stay in his mind. His classmates laughed, his confidence faded, and soon Ethan started believing he wasn't smart enough. Until one day his teacher gave him a bottle of muddy water. And what happened next completely changed the way he learned, and the way he lived. Stay till the end, because what Ethan discovered might just change your life too. In a small town surrounded by green hills, there lived a boy named Ethan. He went to the local school, just an ordinary kid living an ordinary life. He loved playing with friends, listening to birds sing, and watching clouds drift across the sky. That was his little world, simple and peaceful. But there was one thing that always troubled him: studying. No matter how hard he tried, he just couldn't understand his lessons. He would read again and again, but the words made no sense. His classmates often laughed at his mistakes, and that made Ethan feel worse. Slowly he began to lose confidence in himself. One day after class was over, his philosophy teacher, Mr. Harris, was still sitting quietly in the room. Ethan hesitated for a moment, then walked up to him and said softly, "Sir, can I talk to you about something?" Mr. Harris looked up, smiled gently, and said, "Of course, Ethan. Sit down. What's bothering you?" Ethan took a deep breath and said, "Sir, I'm really bad at studying. I can't remember anything, I can't focus, and honestly I feel hopeless. Can you please give me some advice?" Mr. Harris smiled again and said, "You're not alone, Ethan. Many students feel the same. But if you truly want to improve, you can. I'll teach you 5 simple but powerful lessons that can change the way you learn." Lesson 1. Calm your mind. Mr. Harris picked up a glass bottle filled with muddy water. He asked, "What do you see?" Ethan replied, "Dirty water, sir." "Now," said Mr. Harris, "let's leave it for a while." After some time, the dirt settled at the bottom and the water became clear. "What do you see now?" asked the teacher. "The water is clear," said Ethan. "Exactly," Mr. Harris said. "Our mind is like this bottle. When it's filled with stress, fear, or too many thoughts, we can't think clearly. But when we calm it down, everything becomes clear. So before you study, close your eyes for 5 minutes and focus only on your breathing. Let your mind settle. Then begin. Lesson 2. Focus on the present. Mr. Harris lit a candle and said, "Look at this flame. Try to keep your attention only on it." At first Ethan's mind wandered, thinking about his friends, exams, and failures. But slowly his attention stayed only on the flame. Mr. Harris smiled. "The past is gone, the future hasn't come yet. What we have is the present moment. So when you study and your mind drifts away, gently bring it back. Focus on now." Lesson 3. Understand, don't memorize. Mr. Harris placed a rock and a sponge on the table. Then he poured water on both. The rock stayed dry, but the sponge absorbed all the water. "Some students," said Mr. Harris, "try to memorize everything, they're like the rock. But the ones who try to understand, imagine, and connect ideas, they're like the sponge. They remember what they learn." So Ethan, always try to understand, not just repeat. Lesson 4. Learn in small parts. Next, the teacher gave Ethan a large wooden block and said, "Try to break it." Ethan tried but couldn't. Mr. Harris then cut the block into smaller pieces. "Now try." Ethan easily broke them. "You can't learn everything in one go," said Mr. Harris. "Break your lessons into small parts. Study a little each day, take breaks, then continue. You'll enjoy learning more and remember longer." Lesson 5. Practice every day. Finally, Mr. Harris showed Ethan 2 pots. He planted seeds in both. He watered one every day but left the other dry. After a few days, one pot had a healthy green plant. The other stayed empty. "See, Ethan," said the teacher, "if you give time every day, even a little, results will grow. But if you study one day and skip the next 3, nothing will change. Practice daily, even if it's just for 20 minutes. Over the next few weeks, Ethan followed every lesson. At first, nothing seemed different. But slowly he noticed he could study longer. He began to understand better and didn't feel afraid anymore. His grades improved, and more importantly, he started to enjoy learning. 5 years later, Ethan became a successful young man. He often remembered that day, the day when his teacher shared those 5 simple lessons that changed his life forever. And if you're struggling with studies or anything in life, take a step forward just like Ethan did. Calm your mind. Focus on the present. Try to understand. Take small steps. Practice every day. Your small efforts will one day grow into big achievements. Your belief and consistency will become the strongest tools for your success. If this story inspired you, please like and share it so it can reach more people. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Timeless Words, where every story brings you wisdom for life. Until next time, stay calm, stay patient, and keep learning.